It's the opening round of the NFL playoffs, and EA Sports continues its coverage of Super Wild Card Weekend. It's the Commanders and the Cowboys, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T. The second of 3 games here on this Sunday. We continue with Super Wild Card Weekend here on EA Sports. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game. And we get a glance at their leader in the huddle, the veteran, in his 9th season now in the league.
Let's face it, it doesn't matter if you're a rookie free agent or a 15-year vet. Guiding a team to victory on the road in the playoffs, that's no small feat. And it's going to be really important for him to play mistake-free football. But equally important, create some big plays as well to give his team confidence that they can win.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Here's Pope. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
And he'll get a few yards here to the 34.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's third down. To throw, Williams. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 42. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Working out of the gun, Williams. He finds his man, complete. That's Pope. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's second down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing is Williams. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. Pope. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Only able to gain a couple there. 3rd and 7 now.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Williams from the gun on 3rd down. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a fourth down.
Seibert's kick is good, and it's 3-0 Washington. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines. The defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44. So out come the Cowboys under head coach Mike McCarthy. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing. And now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose? Or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you've got to be smart. But make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So, Charles, this a defense that hasn't made a lot of mistakes like this on the road to this playoff matchup, but that a bad one there.
Yeah, you definitely want to rattle and shake up the other quarterback, but you know you've got to do it the right way. Otherwise, that cloth's going to be on the ground.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Operating from the gun, Bonner. Oh, his first throw of the playoffs is intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
The Commanders' offense returning to the field. And, you know, listen, there's two ways to get the number 7 seed. You can back into it or you can charge your way into it and seize it. But ultimately, once you're here, you can throw that out the window. You've got to come to play.
Yeah, you just think of that phrase, any given Sunday or Saturday as the case may be. And even though this is a 2 versus 7 matchup, don't think for 1 second that this game's going to be a pushover. Anything can happen once the playoffs begin.
They run with Pope again. Taken down at the 47-yard line. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eye.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to get in the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block him. They were on him in a hurry.
How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Looking to throw is Williams. And he fends him off. Flushed out right. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They trail 3-0 after the INT last time led to a field goal, but now another fresh start here, 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll get this up to about the 44.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. 3rd and 3. Here's Williams. Oh, they would have gotten a conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Bonner. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Short throw caught by Pitts. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Back to throw again. Quick hitter here. It's complete. That'll give him 8 that time. And now it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Washington with a football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. They run it with Pope. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 9. This is Pope. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. To throw, it's Williams. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
Following the fumble recovery, Bonner. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Barton, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Holmes. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Looking to throw. Bonner. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Operating from the gun, Bonner. And it'll be intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
And the slot man goes in motion left. To the air, Williams. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Williams. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And from the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. Play action. Now Williams. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 15-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. It's Pope, and this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They'll fake the give, now Williams. He finds his man, complete. That's Pope. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Williams. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
So on 4th down, Austin Seibert on to try the Washington field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Seibert able to knock this one through, and they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
And can he put it aside? Let's find out. Operating from the gun. Bonner, short throw caught by Pitts. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Bonner. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Now, this is a big play in this wild card matchup facing 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Bonner. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
And this one is right through. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So if you like field goals, you've come to the right spot. We've had 3 so far.
Well, this is a football game, right?
It is.
How you like that one, huh? You like where I went with that? How about that one?
I like it.
Okay, but hey, let's face it. In this game right now, both defenses have responded well. They're trying to hold the line on this. You just wonder if anyone can break through with a touchdown and put some pressure on their opposition.
And the Washington offense heading out. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Williams from the gun on 3rd down. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Washington going to send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's go now.
Looking to throw. Bonner. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here is 3rd and 5.
Here we go, set.
Operating from the gun. Bonner steps away to his left. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. They'll look to throw here on 1st down, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll come up 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun. Bonner toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Under pressure, and down he goes. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wild card matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report.
We'll
Take it away,
up
Coach.
At Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Michael Penix.
Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Cowboys offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Up the middle they go. Red, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Back to throw. Bonner. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 2. Now a give right side. Red. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Here we go. Here we go.
From the gun on 3rd down. Bonner. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Commanders are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
First possession of the second half now for Washington. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And a quick throw here that's complete.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. Washington going to send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. Throwing to start the drive. Bonner. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Red, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Off play action. Bonner. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 40. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
They'll run on first down. Red. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll keep it on the ground. Red. And he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards the pickup. First down. Looking to throw. Bonner. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That is caught. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Red, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. So now on 4th down, Mike McCarthy will turn to his field goal unit. This a 33-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that will tie things up at 6-6. So another good job defensively because they've allowed 3 trips into the red zone, but only the 2 field goals.
Yeah, that's the bend but don't break, isn't it? And they really didn't get broken at all because if you're running off the field having allowed 2 field goals and 3 trips in the red zone, you've actually come out ahead.
Yeah, flip it over to the other side. The offense, they'll hope to cash in for 6 next trip. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Williams. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. And he's got his man in stride, complete. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards, and the Commanders' 1st down.
To throw, Williams. And that one too wide and incomplete.
No receivers open downfield, so instead of forcing the ball to the sideline, he's going to throw this one down to Fort Worth. He'd rather have the incompletion than the turnover.
Throwing again here, Williams. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. From the gun, here's Williams. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. Washington going to send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
They go play action here on 1st down.
That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now a handoff up the middle. Red, and a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44.
And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10.
Up the middle they go. It's Pope. And they'll get him down here at about the 42.
51 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Off the play fake, it's Williams.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
Looking to throw is Williams.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, Washington going to send out their punter
as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And out now come the Cowboys. When you talk to these guys in training camp, these are the moments they say they live for. You're in a playoff game. It's tied, 4th quarter. Time for somebody to step up.
And can you execute under pressure? Because the pressure is intense right now. No one wants to be responsible for making the error that costs their team. But at the same time, who's going to be responsible for making the play that gives the advantage to your team? Who's going to break out? Just what you said.
Off the play fake. Bonner. Holmes has got it complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Back to throw now on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Lawrence. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10
at the 48-yard line. Back to throw. Bonner. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 42-yard line.
That's out to the left, flat and complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And now it's 3rd and 3.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And he missed it. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Oh, felt like that move deserved more than he got there. A gain of 2.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's the 2nd and 8. Throwing is Williams.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Washington.
Here's Williams. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
To throw, it's Williams.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
Working out of the gun, Williams.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They'll look to throw again.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. On play action, here's Williams.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Seibert's kick is good. And they take the lead here as it's now 9-6. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over.
And this wild card game, folks, it has been as good as advertised. They trail by a field goal here in the 4th, so they know they need at least 3 on this incredibly critical drive as they start out 1st and 10.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Now a give right side. Red. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him. Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
From the gun on 3rd down. Bonner.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
Here comes the Commanders' offense back onto the field. And this, a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
To the air, Williams.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
A gain of 14, 1st down Commanders.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Well, I mean, both offenses have clearly struggled throughout, so kind of fitting that it's another big defensive play that yields points here in the late going.
Yeah, really, both of these defenses have been up to the task throughout this game, and we haven't seen much in terms of offensive creativity or results. And there, not only does the defense force a turnover, but they have the presence of mind to take it back for 6 points.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense set to take over. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Looking to throw. Williams. Wide open receiver complete.
Now he's loose down the left sideline.
Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. 75 yards.
And the Commanders use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th.
They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone.
Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again.
And this wild card game has been as good as advertised. They trail by a field goal here in the 4th, with obviously a very critical drive forthcoming as they start with a 1st down. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Well, partner, this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick six on the other side, and now they get a pick six of their own. Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick six from earlier in this game?
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And this group has suffered far too many self-inflicted wounds thus far as we run through some of the mistakes. It's darn near impossible to win in this league when you're turning the ball over at the frequency that they have. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Second down, 8 yards to go. Back to throw. Bonner. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Boy, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is third down now. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Being chased out left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. And he's able to work his way down in. The Charles on the losing side of things, you know, they didn't come in here as the favorite.